know personally, as a young boy, I remember taking family vacations with my family to different places, Glacier Park and in Yellowstone and places like that. And at that time, um, bald eagles were an endangered species, so it was neat to be able to see bald eagles, and it's a symbol of what our country stands for and the freedoms that we have in this country. So to be able to see them and have them out here on our job site in the middle of the desert is a feeling that can't be described.
Building a construction project while ensuring, obviously, like species preservation, making sure that what we're doing to, continue Intel's IDM 2.0 model doesn't impact the local wildlife, and in this case, the national bird.
Super proud of the team that pulled together to ensure the safety and well-being of the eagle families. With Intel's ingrained commitment to environmental health and safety and a sense of pride we had on the eagle family, only 200 foot from a mega construction project, ironically codenamed Eagle, I think everyone on the team had a great sense of pride and commitment to make sure the Eagles thrived.
You guys are very lucky. I wish I could sit there and look out my office window and watch a bald eagle nest also. But so it's definitely a treat, and cherish those birds.
When we talked with the Game and Fish and Wildlife, they were only aware of a few other kind of instances with kind of urban eagles where they had made kind of unusual nesting spots, and this is a hugely unusual spot, even according to them.
Oh no, we've got this nest really close to where we're going to build, and so Intel reached out to see if there was anything that they needed to be concerned with as far as the eagles go, and figure out what their best management practices should be.
Can we get around there?
His kind of initial flight, he got attacked by some crows, and he took refuge on a pipe rack on our PWB2 facility. So we didn't see him, and we notified the Game and Fish folks, and luckily that they had already tagged him and put a monitor on him.
Part of the training that for the various crews, a big part of that also was for when those young nestlings are ready to fly and they jump from the nest from the first time, they get themselves into weird predicaments. And so having the crews out there aware that they may end up with a newly semi-flighted eagle in the middle of the construction zone, and knowing who to contact in order to help address that and get that eagle back out of the area and into a safe spot, that was another important part.
Intel Environmental Health and Safety helped us get information from the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and then assemble it in a way where we would explain and educate our workers as they were coming on site about the things that we needed to look for or be aware of with the eagles.
We worked closely with Arizona Game and Fish, Gila River, and Federal Fish and Wildlife to tag and ban the eaglets before they fledged. The team was able to see the range of the eagles during the breeding season, as you can see here in the telemetry data, with local range from Chandler to Gilbert and into Sun Lakes, where they would find fish to bring back to the nest to feed the young. The first eaglet had some difficulty on its first flight and required some assistance from Eagle Rescue, but eventually made its way up to south central Wyoming between Medicine Bow and Shoshone National Forest for the summer. The latest eagle was a strong flyer and quickly headed up north for the summer months along the Snake River in southern Idaho.
This particular nest site, there's pretty much a lone tree that they have available to nest in right there. They've been nesting there for many years, and they've been very successful. They've been fledging young every year, and so because of that success, being able to find enough food to raise a nestling, oftentimes they'll come back to that same spot year after year because they know they have the resources that they need available.
It's really neat how much work we have going out here on this job site, and how many cranes and things that we have moving around in the air. The biologists, everything that they reported is that the birds were not impacted or affected by any of the work that we were doing out here on the job site.
So last year, this pair successfully hatched and fledged a single female nestling out of the nest. And then this year, the pair was able to lay and hatch an egg with a male nestling, and that nestling is now out and flying around and doing well.
It's kind of amazing, building a major manufacturing operation and continuing to preserve the species.